first off, we're going to try to be real quick. Most of these bills are bills that we've already passed that had a House counterpart. So I thought that we could get these out relatively quickly. Of committee, a couple of them are double referred, so I wanted to get, or at least one of them is. Anyway, with that said, I'll recognize the gentleman from Wayne to handle the first bill, Senate Bill 2107.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 2107 comes over as a sister bill to the firearms bill that we passed a couple weeks ago. It is a much toned down version. I think it'll be a little bit easier to swallow. It simply addresses the need for state agencies to fall under the preemption law. It does give a avenue for relief through the circuit courts, and I believe that's an explanation of the bill.
All right, any questions for the gentleman? Seeing none, what's your motion?
Title sufficient, do pass.
All right, all those in favor? Any opposed?
No.
All right, ayes have it, motion to reconsider. Gentleman from Grenada, motion to table. Gentleman from October Hall. Next bill is House Bill 2270. This is the exact same bill that we passed that had to do with autopsies and providing confidentiality of photographs and recordings of those autopsies. All of you are familiar with the bill, the House bill, which just, again, the intent is to prohibit the distribution of these with the exceptions of going for medical training, law enforcement purposes, and or a criminal trial related to it. So with that said, that is an explanation of the bill, Senate Bill 2270. Any questions? Seeing none, motion is title sufficient, do pass. All those in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Motion to reconsider, lady from Madison. Motion to table, gentleman from Rankin. Next one is the same exact bill we passed from the House, Senate Bill number 2552, which come over from the Office of State Auditor, allowing pretrial intervention, pretrial diversion programs. A person embezzled of certain public funds could be eligible, but under a certain amount, and I believe in this case it's $10,000. Again, same bill that we passed earlier in the session. Any questions?
Second page.
All right, seeing none, motion is title sufficient, do pass. All those in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Motion to reconsider, a lady from Madison. Motion to table, gentleman from Rankin. I'm going to skip 2572 today, and I'm going to ask that we take up Senate Bill number 2223. And recognize the gentleman from Covington to handle the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 2223 would concerns warrants when there's investigations involving like enticing a child or dissemination of sexually oriented material to a child. And it would allow for the judge to take oral testimony under oath instead of the DNA. Second thing it does is allow for domestic abuse protection orders. Allows for the judge to sign those electronically rather than hard copy.
And I will add to that, gentlemen, that this came at the request of the Attorney General's office, both early in the session and here lately. So it does come at her request. But any questions for the gentleman? Seeing none, what is your motion? All right, motion title sufficient to pass. All those in favor? Anyone opposed? All right, motion carried. Motion to reconsider, gentleman from Covington. Motion to table, gentleman from Rankin. Last bill, Senate Bill number 2279. Recognize this one is double referred to Judiciary B and Corrections. I'll recognize gentleman from Pearl River.
This bill expands the escape felony statute to include those individuals who abscond from parole or earned release for more than 6 months. So if you're on parole or ERS and you skip town, you could be charged with escape under the statute, which carries a penalty of up to 5 years. It's named for Lieutenant Troy Morris, who was a Mississippi Highway Patrol deputy that was killed by an individual who had been absconded from custody for an extended period of time, and that's an explanation of the bill.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any questions? Gentleman from Madison.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Do we have a sense for how many people this would affect?
I don't, but that's a good question. I'll see if I can find out. Maybe MDOC has that number. That would be the only place I know to get it, but we can see if we can find out.
And would this apply to, I guess how is this, you don't check in for parole once? I guess it's 6 months, but I guess I'm a little concerned that we end up in a situation where there's a lot of people that have sort of fallen by the wayside through the process, not in bad faith, but the system is not always working the way it's supposed to work, and then you end up with 5 years.
They log in their system when they check in. If they don't check in over a period of time, then the time starts running. They issue the warrants and all that good stuff. If they haven't checked in with their parole officer, it's on them to check in. It's not on the parole officer. If they have not checked in, then it starts running from that period.
And we don't know how many that is. That's not...
I don't know. I don't have a number. I don't know if gentleman from Pearl River does, but we can try to find
I
out.
don't have a number. I can think of 5 or 6 in Pearl River County right now, just off the top of my head.
And those are, it's pretty clear who those people are. There's warrants out,
Yes.
it's a clear, it's not, again, I just want to make sure we don't get, like with the Technical Violations Center, I don't want to get low-level violations end up getting people 5 years in prison for not actually harming anybody, would be the concern.
The parole officers keep good records.
I understand. Go ahead, gentleman from...
Right now, if you abscond, it's not a technical violation, so you're not capturing anyone, you're not increasing the penalty. It can be treated as a technical violation but the probation or parole officer is satisfied that the offenders, there was an excuse for it, or something like that. But nonetheless, it's not a technical violation at this time, so you're really just, what they're trying to do is those individuals that have abscond, they can have the option of charging them with an escape, have a felony warrant on them pending, so if they're picked up, they'll have pending felony on them as well.
Thank you.
Let's do this. I understand your concerns, and we got to get to corrections, but let's go ahead and let's just put a reverse repealer in it, okay? And then we'll answer some of those questions, maybe even send it to conference, discuss the size of that sentence and stuff like that, okay? So amendment is putting a reverse repealer. Any questions on that? All those in favor? Okay. Now motion is, gentlemen.
And I will say, we do charge people right now for escape if they bounce on house arrest and they get the same 5-year penalty, and that was upheld by the Supreme Court. I think it's, what is my motion? Title sufficient to pass that committee sub, or just
As amended.
As amended.
All right, motion title sufficient to pass as amended. Anyone, let me see, those in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion carried. Motion to reconsider, gentleman from Pearl River. Motion to table, gentleman from Rankin. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. I do intend to have probably one more, potentially not, but we will see, okay? All right, thank you. Skipped it.